Yeah, just a tough day for us. Obviously we're disappointed. This has been an incredibly fun team to coach. Really have enjoyed our team this year. I've got Jacayla Johnson and Melanie Timms here with me. And so I think, obviously we're disappointed in the loss, but, anytime you have a into a season, that's tough, especially when you've got such a special group of players and people that you really care about. And so that makes it tough. You got to give credit to ULM. They shot the ball extremely well from the three. And also I thought their paint presence and paint points, 38 paint points, and out rebounded us by 17. And so, anytime those things happen, it's tough to win. But at the end of the day, I'm really thankful. Had the chance to coach this group. I'm thankful for each player and their contributions. And, it's just really a tough time right now to find the right words. Wasn't, really expecting to have to, say goodbye right now for sure.
All right, we'll open up for questions. Got one from Zoom here for Jacayla, finishing with 25 points. Obviously not the result, but, what were you seeing out there?
I knew that they was gonna double me, and so I found ways to find my teammates, and my teammates found ways to find me, and so I was just ready to make the play, do whatever it took for my team.
And then a follow-up from Dima Mixon for Jacayla. How would you define this season for you as a whole?
It's been very challenging. I lost two of my family members back to back, and so this season has been very challenging. But I felt like I had a chip on my shoulder because I lost them early on in the season, and so I knew every night when I come out, they would have the best seats on courtside in heaven, and just knew that could play for them.
And then for Coach from Dima as well. What is your first season, at the helm at Southern Miss? What has it taught you?
Yeah, I think again, I think it's been, I've enjoyed. Obviously, it's been a. I want to thank everybody for all the support they've given us this year. Obviously having a chance to come back home and take over this program, and I know that it's a program that is very special to me and to our players being able to come back to Mississippi and play at home, and come back to Southern Miss. And so it's been a special year for sure. I think, our expectations were so high that it's tough, to kind of put it in perspective right now. But I think when we look back on it, really proud of the group that we've had. They've come in and really set a great foundation for the program. Just really great character kids, great people, a joy to coach every day, and I truly do mean that. And so when you're looking at building a program, it's important to set a culture in year one, and I'm just really thankful for the group that came along for this ride with us, and just really, looking forward to the future of our program for sure.
And then a question here for Melanie. Just kind of along the same lines, what did this season mean for you, and how do you feel like you grew?
Um, I thought this season was really special just playing with the team we had coming in back to Mississippi. I mean, I really thought it was challenging because of all the adversity we had, and but we continued to grow, we continued to stay together, and I'm gonna really miss this team because it was really special to me.
And then, for Coach, it's hard to kind of summarize a year, but I feel like when you hear Jacayla talk about everything that she went through and the adversity, I feel like the transition from basketball to life. Just talk a little bit about that, and your leadership and your role in that.
Yeah, we actually just talked about that in the locker room a little bit about just how, basketball is a great just learning tool, things that happen when you're an athlete and you play and you have ups and downs and things happen. Like, it really gives you the tools you need to be able to, life is never easy and things happen in life and sometimes things don't go your way, and being able to handle that with resilience and character and class, and being able to, make sure that you're always learning and growing. I think what Mel spoke about, you see the team and, not everybody's going to be able to see it on paper, but, I actually am really proud of our team and just how they continued every day to show up and work as hard as they could, to have a great attitude. And when you do that as people, you're going to be successful. This group of young people are going to be extremely successful in whatever they choose to do, way well beyond basketball. And so, again, just I echo what they said, and that it's just going to be hard. I'm going to miss this team a lot.
And then for both the players, just talk a little bit about the environment that Hattiesburg provides with not only being a student athlete but as a person.
I feel like the community is good. They love athletes, and so they just embrace like being around us, like everyday people, like not even just as basketball players, but outside of basketball. They look at us. They see us outside of basketball. Not they don't look at us just as a basketball player, and that's something that I took and I embraced. This year, I haven't been on a team where we had mentors, and so we have a thing that we have mentors, and they check on you outside of basketball or be there for you. Especially when I went through this year, I think that was really helpful, and so just being around the community was pretty good.